While there are some sites out there that are emerging for people to be able to post videos on without thinking that they have to censor themselves every single time they talk about a topic that's even a little bit controversial, which in reality, a lot of these topics shouldn't even be controversial. It's just because of the terms of service of YouTube that we're posting on, why it seems even a little bit controversial. A lot of these things are just straight up facts that YouTube refuses to identify as facts. But the Daily Wire is once again under attack from YouTube. This time, Candace Owens, Jordan Peterson, Michael Knowles all have gotten hit. Matt Walsh already got demonetized a while ago. I don't believe he ever got remonetized from that Dylan Mulvaney incident. You know, Matt Walsh has been going pretty hard on Dylan Mulvaney for a long time, a lot longer than most people on the internet even knew who really Dylan Mulvaney was. Matt Walsh has been going after Dylan Mulvaney, and Matt Walsh got demonetized because he refused to refer to Dylan Mulvaney as a she. He kept on calling Dylan Mulvaney a he because, that's what he is. And now the rest of the Daily Wire is also under attack. As you can see this article, Candace Owens reveals globally sanctioned lie that led to YouTube suspension. Daily Wire podcast host Candace Owens announced on Sunday that YouTube suspended her account because of her commentary about trans issues. In an Instagram video, Owens said YouTube imposed a temporary ban on her channel and said the lockdown was a result of a review of videos in which she refers to trans identifying people by their biological sex and showcases people who have expressed remorse over undergoing trans surgery. So pretty much she posted a video or maybe a series of videos of people who are admitting that they underwent these trans surgeries, gender affirming surgeries or whatever they're called, and then ended up regretting it afterwards. And Candace Owens was showcasing those people's stories, and I guess that's, against the narrative, that's going against the narrative that YouTube wants to push. So they suspend Candace Owens' channel. And everybody who watches this channel, everybody who knows me, they know that I don't really agree with a lot of things that Candace Owens says. And really everybody in the Daily Wire. I think that the person who I would agree with the most on things would be Matt Walsh, and I still very much disagree with Matt Walsh on a lot of different things. When it comes to this stuff, man, it's just like I'm totally against the censorship of anyone who are being censored for simply having the wrong opinion. Now, obviously, if you're cutting people's heads off and stuff like that on YouTube, you should probably be censored, So there is obviously a line where I would say, yeah, you should probably censor that person. But for simply having the wrong opinion and showcasing people's stories where they underwent certain surgeries and regretted it afterwards, I don't really see anything wrong with that. But it's very obvious that YouTube has a certain agenda that they want to push, and they want to ban certain people. They want to ban certain ideals from the platform. They want to ban certain ideas from the internet completely. It's not just YouTube, it's a lot of other platforms as well. Thankfully we have Twitter, and I'm not fully trusting of Elon quite yet because of the Neuralink thing. I think that's kind of fishy, but we'll see in the future of if he's actually trustworthy or not. But if we didn't have Twitter, then it would be a lot more dark seeming. Like it would seem a lot more dark because we really wouldn't have any platform for freedom of speech at all. We have Rumble, but like I said earlier, dude, YouTube is still very much running things. If you look at the numbers, I've said this in a couple of videos in the past because I think it's an insane number. But YouTube's biggest creator, I think, it made around $70 million last year, just their top creator in terms of revenue. Rumble as a platform made just over $100 million. Rumble as a platform made $30 million more than YouTube's top creator, individual creator. That's insane. That just shows the disparity between Rumble and YouTube. Right now, there is no competition. Yes, Rumble is taking a lot of talent away from YouTube, but dude, just in terms of the daily user base of YouTube, in terms of the volume of videos that are uploaded to YouTube, the algorithm, the UI, it's really no competition and probably won't be for at least a few more years. Daily Wire co-CEO Jeremy Boring announced Sunday evening that a number of accounts associated with his company have received 104 violations for hateful and derogatory content on YouTube over the past 90 days, mainly directed at commentary about trans issues. Beyond Owens' page, accounts for Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, Andrew Clavin, Brett Cooper, and Jordan Peterson have all received the violations, Boring said. Penalties include Walsh being demonetized last month, Owens and Knowles being suspended for 7 days after receiving a second strike, and Peterson getting his first strike, 3 strikes in 90 days, and an account gets deleted, Boring noted. The Daily Wire reached out to YouTube seeking comment on the thread. We removed content from Candace Owens, Michael Knowles, and Jordan Peterson channels for violating our hate speech and harassment policies, a YouTube spokesperson said in an email. Our community guidelines apply equally to all creators on our platform. And we've seen this so many times over again, man. We've seen it with Steven Crowder, where to the point where he's just totally over on Rumble now. I don't even think he posts on, I think he actually does co-stream on YouTube, but he's so shadow banned on YouTube that barely anybody can see his stuff on YouTube anymore. And now we also have people like this. Luke Rudkowski says, played a small clip of RFK to comment on my YouTube video today, and now my entire channel has been demonetized. demonetized. Maybe I should go to Rumble and or Twitter and do a full review with RFK, or sorry, a full interview with RFK now. So it's like every single time one of these big stories pop off, like Joe Rogan and RFK going after Peter Hotez, that woke doctor, every single time a big story like that pops off that really exposes the left's narrative on anything, whether that's the jab, whatever it is, a couple channels fall. You know, we saw Sarah Gonzalez a couple months ago get her entire channel demonetized as well. Around the same time as Matt Walsh, there was a few others as well that I can't remember off the top of my head, but there were a few channels that were getting demonetized around that time where the Bud Light boycott was really popping off. I even saw some of my individual videos get hit, and then I had to change the title around a little bit, change the description around a little bit, and it would be fine. But you could definitely tell that the Bud Light situation, the Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney situation was really getting to YouTube, was really hurting the narrative, and they had to do something about it. So they demonetized Sarah Gonzalez, they demonetized Matt Walsh, and now a couple of months have went by and they're striking all of the Daily Wire commentary channels. You know, like it's listed off every single one of them that I know of anyway. Maybe there's some other ones that I'm missing, but Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, Andrew Clavin, Brett Cooper, and Jordan Peterson, and Candace Owens. All of them have all gotten strikes and or demonetized, man. So it's pretty crazy. The culture war continues, man. A lot of people saw that YouTube got rid of that election fraud policy or whatever, and they thought, oh, YouTube's moving in the right direction. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're still election meddling. And I even said above this, I said, this is insane. Every major story, a few channels get banned for nothing except having the wrong opinion. Tim Pool commented on that as well. I don't have the tweet pulled up, but Tim Pool commented and said that, you know, once again, these social media websites, these larger corporations are meddling with elections, because that's what this is, man. This is very obviously meddling with elections. You're banning somebody or demonetizing someone for simply showing a clip of one of the presidential candidates who, by the way, is a Democrat. All of them getting strikes. Michael Knowles, Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, all of them getting strikes. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments about all these channels getting banned and demonetized.